Today I'd like to tell you how we traveled to our cruise ship docked at the Whittier Cruise Ship Terminal in Whittier, Alaska, nearly 60 miles from the Ted Williams International Airport in Anchorage, Alaska. Ready? Let's go. We flew out of Salt Lake City about 8:30 at night on a Friday night. The sun had just set behind the mountains as we took off. And luckily, we were upgraded to first class, so this is a very enjoyable flight. We got to see the Salt Lake as we flew over it, and then continued on out to the coast and then up the Alaskan coast. Never flown along there, and it was beautiful. It was wonderful to watch the sun as we chased the sunset until we arrived in Anchorage. It was even still quite light out as we arrived late in the evening, about 11:30 p.m.
Please remain seated for 2 more minutes when the aircraft is parked at the gate.
When we arrived in Anchorage, we walked through the airport, and we even stopped and bought a couple of sweatshirts. We got to the curb and waited for the shuttle to our hotel. We had booked a night at the Hampton Inn, which was only about 8 to 10 minutes away from the airport. We'd never been to Anchorage, but we have family who lives there, so they came by in the morning and happily drove us around, almost like a personal tour guide. We had a delicious breakfast at Kava's, a local eatery. Then they drove us around so we saw Anchorage and even stopped at a river to watch some of the locals fishing for salmon. We found out there's 5 varieties of Pacific salmon. We stopped at Earthquake Park so we could see the distant mountains of Denali Park. Then they took us back to the airport so we could meet the Princess Shuttle. We like to take the shuttle that is with the cruise line for 2 main reasons. Mostly, they take our bags and then they show up in the stateroom. The other is we get to see some beautiful sights, and they actually take us on a sort of mini tour as we make our way towards the port where the ship is docked. We learned a couple of fascinating facts as we were taken on the shuttle towards the ship this time. One was the fact about the glacial silt and how it acts like quicksand, so it's very dangerous to venture out on. The other is that we got to go through one of the longest tunnels in North America, and being a tour bus, we got priority to go through before some of the other traffic that was there waiting. It's a one-way tunnel, so you have to wait your turn. It also acts as a shelter in case of an emergency.
All right, folks, welcome to Whittier, Alaska. There's your boat right up there.
After a delightful ride, we entered the port town. They drove us right up to the ship, and we were able to then embark and begin to enjoy our cruise. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that then you can be notified when we post other new videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and we hope you enjoy our other videos.